plate away.
Now there it is. The splitter gets a strikeout right away. Julio down swinging. Yeah, this is really different. Gausman can't get to it. Vlad, a little flip, and Kelnick is able to beat it out for an infield base hit. And he puts the splitter in play and winds up with a one-out single. As he's back at third base today, DH'd last night. This is cracked to the gap with some authority. That's down for a base hit. Kelnick pedals around second into third. Suarez wasted no time. Mariners have him parked on the corners right away. Bad call. Another 0-2. 97 up and outside. The Mariners strand a pair, and Gausman gets out of a jam. Easton McGee getting set to make his first major league start.
Well, so we'll see a lot of different looks from Easton McGee today.
Hit hard right there to Suarez at third base. He takes the hit away, almost took his glove off. There's out number one.
Diego was the guy.
In on his hands. 93 running in on Bichette. Easton McGee picks up his first strikeout as a Mariner. Now facing Vlad Guerrero Jr. to Crawford. Long throw, all kinds of time. Break it in Haggerty over there at first base. Hey, nicely done. Easton McGee, welcome to the Mariners. A clean 1-2-3 in Toronto. Thank goodness they have a roof here in Toronto. Big bouncer to Vlad. Room service high to the chest. There is out number one. Left center field. Varsho is there. 2 up and 2 down.
Outstanding ball game.
Well, this is up the middle and into center field. The hits continue for Tom Murphy. That's great to see. 2-out single. The payoff. Takes off the plate. Nice work by Haggerty, and it does bring up Julio with 2 outs and now 2 on. They throw back to get Murphy, and he's out at second base. Kevin Biggio down with the tag. Scott has his hand up. We'll see if the Mariners want to challenge this or not. They will not. Lined into center, and it hangs up enough for Julio to get there for round number one. Let's go back to that pickoff at second base, Dan.
Out on the bases, somehow they were going to do it, and perfect execution.
Pop up over to Haggerty, Mariners first baseman. He makes the catch. There is out number 2. McGee's payoff. Teoscar Hernandez has a beat on this one. Just in front of the warning track. It's 6 up and 6 down for Easton McGee against the Blue Jays. Hit hard past Chapman. Oh, that was smoked. What do you got, Dan?
107.
Julio take it off, and he is in ahead of the throw. He's safe. All right, hardest hit ball of the year for Julio. He had a 113.
Kelnick.
Split gets him. 4th strikeout for Gausman. A check swing. Gino knows that he went around. And that splitter at 88. His season average is 86. And a fringy pitch, this time at 98, and Cal Raleigh gets called out on strikes again. And has not been a kind strike zone to the Mariners catcher. Gausman strikes out the side. Jansen flies this out to center field. Julio camps out underneath. There is homestand against the Houston Astros. Kevin Biggio goes after the first pitch. J.P. Crawford drifts out, and Kelnick comes in. Quickly try to do up on the mound organization wide. This finds its way right to Chino. Softly hit to third. Easton McGee settle on in. 9 up and 9 down. Three pitches, all strikes, and Teoscar Hernandez is strikeout victim number 7. Crawford lifts this high out to left field. Varsho makes the catch for round number 2. Well, we've been talking about Gausman's velo, how much it's up today. Lifted out to right field. Springer in front of the warning track makes the catch. The Mariners are retired in order for the first time today.
Change a little bit, Aaron. They've seen him. This is the second time through the order. They know a little bit more now what to expect.
Tight to the line, but a fair ball. Springer is retired on a long throw and a stretch by Haggerty. So far, so good. Second. Bichette, that stays fair. Hey, Easton McGee, when it's working, it's working. 2 up and 2 down on 2 pitches.
Up the center of the zone. He's throwing some quality strikes here early on and getting some chase like that slider right there to end the inning.
It's a 4-pitch inning for Easton McGee on the heels of a 6-pitch inning.
Been swinging the bat well last couple starts.
The splitter racks up another strikeout. That's the 8th for Kevin Gausman. Strike 3 called. Throws him with a fastball.
Located it very well at the top of the zone, at the bottom of the zone. There's another one at the bottom.
Bichette fields that smoothly to retire the side in order. Last 9 Mariners hitters have been sat down by Gausman. First base runner today for the Blue Jays is a leadoff walk drawn by Matt Chapman. There have been some quick outs by Blue Jays hitters. Varsho retired. And the 1-2. Foul tip back to the glove of Murphy, and McGee picks up his 2nd strikeout. Shot to center. Julio gives a little bit of ground, but has plenty of space. That retires the side. Leadoff walk is stranded. 5 scoreless frames in the first big league start for Easton McGee. 2-2 to Kelnick. Hard hit right back off of the backside of Gausman. And Gausman is feeling that. Man, that was smoked. Out to Springer in right field. 2 outs. 97 splits the edge. 10th strikeout over 6 scoreless for Kevin Gausman as advertised today.
Hopefully he's okay.
Haggerty, like he's been there all year. There is out number 1. Another quick out. Off the mound, right to J.P. Crawford. Mariners shortstop gobbles it up. 2 outs. Let's go back and look at who
has happened physically to him at that point.
Springer. Oh, and it's caught by Suarez on a dive at third base. Gino's had a couple of fine plays over there on the hot corner. Who is Easton McGee? He's doing nothing but hang zeros against one of the game's best lineups. Chasing the fastball just off the plate. 11th strikeout for Gausman. He has punched out 11 in consecutive starts now. Crawford down on strikes. 12th strikeout for Gausman. The 1-2 to Wong. In play, up the middle, and it's into center field. 2-out base hit. passes once again up the middle and into center field. So once more from Tom Murphy, and the Mariners stack a couple of base hits with 2 outs, and the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. A career day for Kevin Gausman. 13 strikeouts over 7 scoreless. The 2-2. Ground ball. Haggerty. Nice play. McGee gallops to first. Leadoff man sat down. First. Forrest. Tricky hop. Has it. On to first. 2 outs. Cracked out to center. Kalnick onto the track, turning around, and it bangs off the wall. Chapman hustles into second, and he slides in with a double. It's the first hit today for the Blue Jays. Easton McGee, in his first ever major league start, spun 6 2/3 no-hit innings against one of the great lineups in baseball. A tip of the cap to Easton McGee.
See the numbers for Matt this season. 15th appearance, 11 2/3 innings, 23 strikeouts to 5 walks. That devastating slider, one of the game's best, and his curveball right up there as well.
Check swing, and he goes. Matt Brash strikes out Dalton Varsho, and the go-ahead run is stranded at second base. We are scoreless in Toronto after 7. Fly ball the opposite way. It sends Springer over near the chalk for out number 1. Broken bat up the middle. Biggio circles around it. 2 up and 2 down.
Play. He's got a lot of movement to that 2-seamer.
Strike 3 called. Very top shelf of the zone. Pop. A 1-2-3 8th inning. Well, Justin Topa will take over, trying to continue the trend of keeping these Blue Jays off the board. Strike 3 called. Top of the zone. Good start for Topa. Kelenic to the track. Kelenic has room, and he makes the catch. Strike 3 called. 95. And Kevin Biggio is caught looking. We march on to the 9th. 0-0. He gets Cal on 3 pitches. 98-mile-an-hour gas from Romano. That last one caught a lot of the plate. There it is, and he gets a chase. It's a 4th strikeout day for Teoscar Hernandez. Soft fly ball out to left field. Varsho underneath. Romano retires his side in order. Paul Sewald is coming on to spend the bottom of the 9th inning, all tied. Double by Matt Chapman, the only hit. Here is Paul Sewald to face 9-1-2.
Paul on his 14th appearance on the season. 13 innings so far. 17 strikeouts. 3 walks. And you can see 7 for 7 in save opportunities. He's thrown the ball well in tight situations. Here he's called upon to hold the Toronto Blue Jays at bay. Quickly.
Strike 3 called. Backdoor slider dots the corner. Another 2-2. Kelenic in center field. 2 outs. Sewald's 1-2. Foul right back to the glove of Murphy. The slider finishes Bichette. Sewald a 1-2-3 9th, and he sends this game on to the 10th in Toronto. Wong strikes out. Splitter gets him. Back-to-back strikeouts. Here comes the payoff pitch. Low outside, ball 4. 2-out walk to France in the 10th inning. 2 outs, 2 on. The 1-2 to Pollock. Swanson strands Crawford at second base. The Mariners cannot move him. We go to the bottom of the 10th. A scoreless tie. Trevor Gott takes over in the bottom of the 10th inning.
14th appearance on the season. He's thrown 14 innings. Giving up 4 earned runs, 12 strikeouts with 1 walk.
Hit hard center field. Drops down base hit. Bichette is being held as Kelenic fires a 1-hop dart to home plate. And it keeps the Blue Jays off the board, and it keeps this game going. Now they will put Chapman on. He's the game's hottest hitter right now. Nobody out, bases loaded. Infield in. Right field, and this game is over. Dalton Varsho wins it for the Blue Jays. 1-0 in 10 innings, and Toronto walks off the Mariners.